For today's topic, I'll be discussing power cycles. Here are the contents of this module. We have here the ideal and actual Rankine cycle, the ideal and actual Rankine engine, ideal and actual reheat cycle, ideal and actual regenerative cycle and engine, reheat regenerative cycle and engine. The Rankine cycle. The Rankine cycle is a thermodynamic cycle used in steam power plants and other industrial applications to convert heat energy into mechanical work. It consists of four major components: the boiler, turbine, condenser, and pump. The boiler, which is also known as the steam generator, is used to produce high-pressured steam so that the plant can generate electricity. So the boiler's primary function is to convert water into steam by applying heat energy generated from burning fuels such as coal, natural gas, or nuclear reactions, or from geothermal or solar sources. Water is heated in the boiler to generate high-pressure steam. This steam typically exits the boiler at high temperatures and pressures. Turbine is a machine that plays a key role in transforming fluid energy into usable work or electricity. The turbine converts the thermal energy of high-pressured steam into mechanical work, which is the rotational energy. High-pressured steam from the boiler enters the turbine and expands through the turbine blades, causing the turbine rotor to spin. As the steam expands and loses pressure, its temperature and energy decrease. Condenser. It is used to condense the exhaust steam from the turbine for reuse in the cycle and to maximize turbine efficiency by maintaining proper vacuum. The condenser condenses the exhaust steam from the turbine into liquid water to be reused in the boiler. Low-pressure steam, or also known as the exhaust steam, from the turbine enters the condenser where it comes into contact with the cooling water, often from a cooling tower or a body of water, which is the seawater. The cooling water absorbs heat from the steam, causing it to condense into liquid water at a lower temperature and pressure. Last component will be the pump. It is used to move or raise the pressure of a liquid. The pump, often called a feed water pump, pumps condensed liquid water from the condenser back into the boiler to be reheated and reused. The pump increases the pressure of the liquid water, which is the condensate, to the pressure required by the boiler. This ensures a continuous flow of water through the cycle. Okay, for the ideal Rankine cycle, let's review the four major equipment. First one, the boiler. Next will be the turbine. Next is the condenser. And here is the pump. Again, the cycle starts with the boiler. The boiler's primary function is to convert water into steam by applying heat energy, or also known as heat addition, generated from burning fuels. Water is heated in the boiler to generate high-pressured steam. High-pressured steam from the boiler enters the turbine and expands through the turbine blades, causing the turbine rotor to spin, which is generated at turbine work. Low-pressure steam, or the exhaust steam from the turbine, enters the condenser where it comes into contact with the cooling water. That low-pressure steam will reject its heat with the help of the cooling water, causing it to condense into liquid water at a low temperature and pressure. With the help of the pump work, the pump pumps condensed liquid water from the condenser back into the boiler to be reheated and reused. The pump increases the pressure of the liquid water, which is the condensate, to the pressure required by the boiler. This ensures a continuous flow of water through the cycle. Okay, let's plot the points needed in the Rankine cycle. Point 1 will be the superheated steam entering the turbine. Superheated steam refers to the steam that has been heated to a temperature above its saturation point at a given pressure. In other words, it is steam that exceeds a temperature higher than the boiling point corresponding to its pressure. Point 2 will be the wet steam at the exit of the turbine. After expanding through the turbine, the steam is typically in a wet steam condition. This means it is not fully vapor nor fully liquid but rather a mixture of both phases. The quality of the steam at the turbine exhaust, which is the mass fraction of vapor in the mixture, ranges between 0 to 1. Typically, the quality at turbine exhaust is close to 1 but less than 1 due to some degree of condensation during expansion. Point 3 will be the saturated liquid at the exit of the condenser. Saturated liquid refers to a phase state where the substance is at its boiling temperature for a given pressure. In the condenser, the temperature of the steam decreases as heat is removed, reaching the saturation temperature corresponding to the condenser pressure. At this point, further heat removal causes the steam to undergo phase change from vapor or gas to liquid condensation. Point 4 will be the compressed liquid at the exit of the pump, which entering the boiler again. At the exit of the pump in the Rankine cycle, the substance is indeed in the form of compressed liquid. This state ensures efficient operation and continuous circulation of the working fluid through the cycle. In this ideal cycle, the state of steam leaving the boiler and entering the turbine are the same, as well as the state of feed water leaving the pump and entering the boiler. This means that there is no pressure drop and no heat leakage in the steam line and feed water line. The quantity of the working substance within the system is constant. This implies that there are no leakages in the system. When it comes to the Rankine cycle, ang palagi lang nating tatandaan will be the SPSP. Ano nga ulit ang tawag kapag constant ang S? Isentropic. How about if the P is constant? Isobaric. So let's review the formulas under isobaric process and isentropic process. Okay, let's review the summary of formulas using our table with our previous module. We have here the PVT relation, work non-flow, work steady flow, delta U, delta H, Q, and delta S. So, unahin na natin si isobaric process. Pressure is constant. Ano nga ulit ang zero kapag isobaric process? We have the work steady flow. For the PVT relation, we have the V1 over T1 is equals to V2 over T2. For the work non-flow, we have the P times quantity V sub 2 minus V sub 1. For the delta U, we have U2 minus U1. For the delta H, we have H2 minus H1. And for the Q, since Q and delta H are equals when it comes to the isobaric process, our Q is also H2 minus H1. And for the delta S, we have S2 minus S1. Next will be the isentropic process. Ano nga ulit ang mga zero sa isentropic process? We have the Q and delta S. For the PVT relation, we have the P2P2 kick and also in terms of temperature and volume. Then we have also for the work non-flow as the negative delta U. Work steady flow will be the negative delta H. Same goes with the delta U, U2 minus U1, and delta H, H2 minus H1.